Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa D'Amico with the Rockland Arts Festival, and I have the pleasure today of speaking with the founder of Beyond the Wall Artist Experience, Medjine Antoine. Hi, Medjine. How are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
I am so excited to talk to you about this really flourishing project you're working on. Now, are you the sole creator of Beyond the Wall?
Um, no. And I say that because Beyond the Wall has always been a team. It started as Spring Valley artists not really having a place to create art. And so we kind of just came together to find our footing, find our place. I am the founder, but I've always had people supporting me and yeah.
That's wonderful. So it really grew out of a community need.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, what were the obstacles?
Um, I didn't feel like there were that many obstacles in the beginning because it was a community need. So everybody was kind of excited. There was a bit of like anticipation, but let's see. I had the people around me that, hey, I want to have an art show. My mom was like the first person to help me find a place. And then we landed on the Lewis Kirk Center. And so how that even went about is I think it was like around 2018. No, it was 2016, 2018. I had started going to school and I was looking around my community and I was, we had a lot of needs. And one of the needs I noticed is that we didn't have a lot of artist spaces. And that's how we came to Lewis Kirk Center because the building had been there for as long as I can remember, but I haven't been seeing events happen there. And so once I saw like there was no art showcase or like place for exhibitions in Spring Valley, I was like, okay, but this is literally a cultural arts center. Um, so yeah, that's sorry, not to ramble.
For a lot of you know, art events, festivals, ongoing projects like yours, funding is an issue. Now, I'm sure that you rely a lot on volunteers like we do. Um,
Mhm.
but what about funding? How do you manage that?
So I've always like most of the funding I got for Beyond the Wall was through school because I was studying sociology at the time, which is why I really like incorporating different ways to like change community. What are communal rules? How can we create a sustainable reality where we're still coexisting with one each other and like what's the need that can fulfill like kind of fill that space. Um, and art has always been that one combining factor that people kind of just they see it, they recognize it, they understand it. You don't even have to speak, but like it's very grounding and what's the word? I'm like it's a catalyst. That's not the word, but that's the word. But I lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. You have a lot on your plate.
um,
All right,
so I
let me
think
ask you something else.
yeah.
So I've kind of asked you about,
Oh,
you
that's
know,
right.
the bumps in the
But
road. Tell me about the best parts. Tell me about the surprises. Tell me about, the outcome, and tell me about the future of Beyond the Wall.
um, the surprises is just like because it's meant to be an experience, I kind of organize the space. Like, I'll have this resource because I know it's very helpful and they're very like even sometimes I mean I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So even sometimes with like the organizations, I like to be specific with them because I've been in those spaces and I know how they care for other folks in the community. I'm like, this is who I would like to be in the space to connect with everybody. Um and so with the surprises, it's like this it's somebody said that it feels like a family reunion. And I feel like that's the best way. Yeah, and it's just like everybody gets to see each other again. Everybody catching up. It's I don't know, it's just always love filled and a good time.
You
So
know,
yeah.
just so everyone knows, Beyond the Wall is visual arts, but it's also other elements of art. It's not just visual arts. Visual arts are
Mhm.
super important. But what else have you added to Beyond the Wall?
So this year we actually had a lyra dancer. And so if you ever seen like acrobats who and so the lyra is like it's a pole and then there's like a circle and then she dances through it and I feel like that surprised everybody because um we have a whole range of performances but I don't think that's somebody like that's something we haven't seen before. So I think that was one of the different change. And then this year that's also part of Beyond the Wall. Every year we've been at somewhere new. So this year we were at Memorial Park. I'm sorry, I don't know which way is the lighting. We were at Memorial Park. Um, and so we were able to like play around with the spaces that we were using. And so the flagpole had been the stage. And I thought that was just very cool because we're using the materials that surround us. Yeah.
That's very cool. It's very cool to incorporate such an everyday element like a flagpole in a new and creative way.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of like, you're giving it a new perspective. That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have planned for the next Beyond the Wall? And do you have the dates yet?
So yes, there's a couple things that might change around. Like usually Beyond the Wall was like the second Saturday of August. This year was the first week of August, which I liked a little more. Um, Next year I actually want to be very politically heavy. It's getting to be around voting season. And truthfully, part of why I started Beyond the Walls because in Spring Valley we just had a whole lot of things going on, and so with that coming up, I really want us to like Beyond the Wall is an artist experience, but there's also a political identity in Beyond the Wall and the way that like it moves, and so next year I really want to be able to access to focus on our political identity. Um, Now that we kind of have a sense of how we are as a community, what changes do we actually want to see? How can we go about that? And just really like I don't know, something about next year just feels like it's time to get a little serious. But that's kind of we're still gonna have fun. We're still gonna have all activities, but I just kind of want us to be a little more conscious of like what choices are we making if we actually want to build an artist community in Spring Valley.
Well, look, there is a lot of art in Spring Valley. There's a lot of really talented people who need a platform because the truth is, when it benefits one artist, it benefits all the arts. And there's no doubt that the arts make a difference. And the arts are definitely international language. Everybody understands the visual arts, dance, music. It really joins us all together as one.
Oh no, yeah. If I can dive a little deep into it, because that's kind of like the cultural identity of a community. And if a community doesn't feel like there's home within where they are, they it kind of we tend to lose ourselves, and then that's when you see more fights, more arguments, even more economic collapse because people are not working together, businesses kind of fail, and then we realize, and then there's, but yeah, and I feel like a lot of the times because we do live, in a very capitalistic, quote unquote progressive, but like the progressive is really more production and just like overflowing and keep going that we kind of lose like the cool, like, who we are and how do we identify ourselves. And art has always been a way to do that. Because art allows you to really embody what you're going through at the moment. It takes you, like, it's a good moment of reflection. So that's why, yeah.
Absolutely. And I can't wait to see what you do for next year. You add such a highlight to the summer, and especially in August when it's things tend to quiet down, you crank it up.
Yeah, thank
So,
you.
so Medjine, thank you so much for speaking with me. And within this video, we will include all the information so people listening can attend, participate, volunteer, and reach out to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.